right, guys. So I'm in Florida. I won't be able to testify tomorrow against the SB 3 bill. Kind of redundant. Senate Bill 3 bill. Anyway, the rebranded assault weapons ban. But I will submit yet again a written testimony. And here's a couple of things I observed from Tuesday. One, almost everyone that was in support of the bill were either female or a youngster. And the reason why, here's why I say that. Those individuals are not likely going to fend for themselves. If somebody attacks them, they're going to cower in a little corner and they're going to wait for someone else to defend them. And I find it very ironic that some of these youngsters, 16 and 17-year-olds that were up there, they didn't even have the whereabouts to brush their own damn hair and look presentable to come testify in such a place. But yet, the Democrats that voted for this damn thing are probably looking at these people and going, you know what? I'm going to listen to them. They seem like they have their shit together. So that's one observation. The other observation I have is, well, that's also the people that's on the committee itself. The people on the committee itself that voted for this are not likely to defend themselves either. They're going to wait for someone else to do it. They're not going to take responsibility for their own life if they have to defend themselves. Lorena Garcia is one of them. Zokai is another. I can't remember the dick cheese in the middle, whatever his name was. They're not likely going to defend themselves. But all of the Republicans, every single one of them, I believe would 100%, just by the way they present themselves, by the way they talk, I think they would 100% take their life responsibility, the responsibility to defend themselves and not wait for someone else to do it for them. Okay, so the other observation, and this kind of goes hand in hand, all of the sheriffs, to include the CPW, which the CPW is ran by the state, okay, they are all super against this bill. You can go and watch my interviews with Teller County Sheriff, the Douglas County Sheriff, and the Mesa County Sheriff. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get all the sheriffs that were there, but there was quite a few of them. And every single one of them say the same thing. So these sheriffs that have been obviously elected by the people and have an extensive experience with interjecting firearms and criminals and thievery and, whatever. These sheriffs are literally saying, no, this bill is unconstitutional and it shouldn't even exist. But yet, those who have a D by their name on this committee, on both committees, and probably the rest of the House and the Senate, they do not hold those sheriffs' word or thoughts to heart. That goes right over their head. They could care less about their experience. They could care less about what they say. And that's unfortunate, because you would think with a bill like this, you would listen to the quote unquote experts, right? If the experts are telling you that this bill is going to do X, why would you think the bill does Y? It's like having some kind of medical bill, and then like a bunch of medical doctors come up and they're all one-sided, let's say, because that's what this was. And all the medical doctors are saying, hey, you know what? This thing that you're doing is going to kill a lot of people, and then you go and vote for it anyway. That's the same thing, right? Now, I argued that the country of Mexico is ran by criminal cartel. And the reason why I bring that up is because where are they getting their firearms? Now they're claiming that, you know, our gun companies are actually supplying them. That's in litigation right now in the Supreme Court, but at least that's what Claudia Sheinbaum's saying. But the thing about it is they have one firearms store in the entire country. And, you know, if this bill was going to do what the Democrats say it's going to do, then why doesn't top leaders of other countries go ahead and adopt it? You know, if Claudia Sheinbaum was to adopt this bill for you know, in Mexico, if it does what it says, what these Democrats say it's going to do, then, well, shit, that just gets rid of the cartels, doesn't it? They'll just turn over their handguns or their specified semi-automatics, and, you know, there'll be no more violence. So obviously that's not true. And the other observation I had, and this is the last thought I have on this, is that just like last year's assault weapons ban, and just like last year's concealed carry permit scheme, which one passed and one didn't, the supporters, they ran out of supporters. And the only ones that were left there were opposition. Guys like me, the sheriffs, my buddy I-68, those who know that this bill is completely unconstitutional were left standing. And those who supported the bill, they ran out. So it's going to be curious. I'm curious to know how many people actually signed up, and of those people, what counties they were from, and who supported and who was against the bill. So I actually submitted a Colorado records request for the last Senate hearing. I'm going to do the same thing for this Senate hearing, and I'm going to continue to do it because I want those numbers. I want to know exactly how many people are for or against the bill. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on this thing. You should go and sign up to testify, written or verbal, or both, actually. You can use the link below and sign up for your testimony. Okay, so it's going to the House Financial Committee tomorrow upon adjournment, which means it's going to be the first thing going in the morning. So sign up today, like right now. Like, stop listening to me and go sign up, and we'll talk to you later. Tack out.